Hey ho, SaliBC here, and today I'm reviewing Transformers 5 The Last Night Infurnicons. Um, so let's start off with little Quintessa down here. So this is this is just like a little translucent light blue molded figure. Let's see if we can get this detail. Come on, focus. Focus. It's not. It's got some decent molding on it. Molded detail. It's alright. Would have been nicer if it was like a solid colour with maybe some painting on, but this is only a Legends class figure, so whatever. So let's move on to the leader, I guess. Well, first of all, these four are repaints of the Transformers Prime Cyberverse Legends class Terracons, I guess, Predacons. I guess they would be Predacons. Originally, the G1 ones were Terracons, but these are Predacons because the name Terracon was already taken. So, I think most of them have been renamed to what their original G1 names are. I'm not sure if these ones actually have names, but the original coloured versions are Blight. I know his original name was Blot from G1. You got Ripper Snapper. I'm not sure if that was his original name. Windrazor and Twin Strike. I'm pretty sure those aren't their original names. I think one was like Cutthroat or something, and that might have been his original name. And his might have been Cinetwin, I think. So yeah. Let's move on to this guy. So this is a brand new mold for this set. He doesn't actually transform into anything apart from the torso of Infurnicus. So he's got two weapons. They're supposed to be swords, but I see this one more as a sword and this one more of like a bludgeon, like a sharp bludgeon type weapon. So he's got like these massive horns. This is like kind of what an Infernicon should look like, apart from this like massive backpack, which is obviously the upside down chest of a robot. And you can obviously see the face of a big robot in his chest. So yeah, that's him. I may as well transform him into his combined mode, really. Take the swords and actually combine them together. And you want to take him, you want to like open up his chest like that. Take the arms up and clip them together. You want to turn them that way. Take this and turn it that way and lift it up. Same with this side. Turn the arm that way. Take this piece of the arm, turn it that way and lift it up. This is really blurry. It's not focusing properly. Sorry about that. I'll take these legs up like that. And take the head. Pull this whole assembly round. It will turn the legs around. You might want to move them out of place. And then these pegs on the side of the legs will peg into these holes on the inside of this torso section. Like that. And then these bottom leg pieces will flip up. If it'll peg in properly, that is. God, man. Come on. Good. You know, take his head, fold it back like, come on, back like that, up, and you'll just compress it inside the back of that head. So you got this head with like the big horns. Actually, these bits turn around like that. So there he is. I'll have to extend my camera later. So let's move on to my favourite one, I'd probably have to say. I'm just going to call them by their original Transformers Prime names. So Twin Strike here. The original mold names, I guess you could say. So you want to start... he's a pretty cool two-headed dragon on four legs with two tails. I quite like this one. I think it's pretty cool. So to transform him, what you want to start by doing is turn the feet round. So the claws on the back. Let's just make sure this focuses on this first. Oh, yeah, there you go. Then you want to take the side of the legs, move them down like that, and push them back in like that. So same on this side. Pull it out, turn it around, and push it back in. Gotta make sure the foot's out of the way. You can stand him up like that. Take the tail, move it up like that. Take these legs and you want to move them back. And turn these heads like this. Move them down. Make sure these legs are on the way, out of the way on the back. Bring down the chest. And flip out the head like that. Put it back into place like that. So there you have him in his robot mode. I think his original weapon was a hammer from the Transformers Prime line. So there he is. I do really like these black colour schemes with a little bit of orange, even though there wasn't really any orange with the original in the film. And this, by the way, isn't movie accurate whatsoever, but whatever, I think it looks pretty cool. So to transform him into his limb mode, basically just turn him back into his dragon mode, I guess. Did I call it a dinosaur earlier? I don't know. Dragon. That's what it is. It's a dragon. So I basically just want to turn him back into his dragon mode. He's a dragon without wings. He's some sort of weird mythical creature with 2 heads. Big lizard, basically. So you want to take the legs, pull them down, and move them around like this. And you want to take the head, you kind of want to position them out a bit like that. You get like a hand. Take the tails and move them down. And you basically just take the legs up like that. And the pegs inside of the legs will go into these peg holes on the side of these legs. Like that. And then you can just kind of position those legs however you like. And he's got that arm. Oh, and by the way, these bits, you can have them in or out. I like to have them out because it kind of gives it a bit more of a big mass. You got my second favourite probably, Wind Razor was his original mould. I'm going to have to quickly skip ahead so I can charge my phone. So I took this opportunity to actually raise my camera because it's irritating to do it like partial through recording and stuff, so whatever. So here is Wind Razor, or what the original mould was, Wind Razor. He's like a cool flying dragon thing. I like it. So to transform it, let's first bring down the legs. And you want to, hold on, let's get this in focus first. Right, there we go. We'll take these feet and move them around like that. I'm going to take these, move them out, and hinge them in. Move these arms down. Fold the wings up like that. You want to take this head, fold it down, move this entire bit down, fold this head up, and take the tail and fold it up. So basically, it's basically like you just stand him up in a way. Like you just flick this head out, and it's basically in beast mode already. That's what it looks like. So to get him into his arm mode, again, you basically just turn him back into beast mode. So I may as well do that real quick. So, really simple. Back to beast mode, there you go. So, fold the tail up. And then you basically just kind of move the wings up like this. Fold it down and then kind of move them up. And then you can just plug that into the side here. These pegs into these holes. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. So he's like that. So now he's got 2 arms. Infurnicuse has got 2 arms now instead of just 1. So let's go on to my next favourite. My second to least, I guess. I don't know. This is Blight. He's actually pretty cool. I don't really know what he's supposed to be. He's kind of like a reptile. I don't know what he is. So, transform him. You take this, move it back, put it up against his back. Take the stomach and move it up. And fold these bits up. Flip the head out. fold it back up. Take the arms and move them down, fold that in, or twist it. Fold out the fists, oh pardon me. And then same with the other leg. Move around like that. And take these legs, move them down, and flip out the hand to become the arms. Same with the other side, and there he is in his robot mode. Now, unlike the others, you don't have to just turn him entirely back into beast mode to get into his limb mode. Just fold away the head, like that. And these arms move forward. You can fold away the fists, I guess. And then the head moves down. And these bars on the side here, come on. These bars here go into holes on the side of the legs here. So it will peg in like that. And just to make this easier for myself, I'm going to move these out and move that down. Now, when you transform him back, these little pegs here will go into these holes here. When you transform it back, when you like separate the combiner, this guy can be a right pain in the backside to get out of there. Always feels like I'm going to break it. There you go. Now he's got a leg. Oh, looks like I might have to raise my camera again. So there you go. And now, finally, let's move on to Ripper Snapper. So if he focuses real quick, there we go. See, he's like a shark with arms and legs in a way, sort of. His head kind of pokes out. I'm not sure if you're supposed to fold it the other way. That pokes out a bit more in my sight, so I guess you're supposed to do that. I don't know. So yeah, he's basically a shark. Well, there's basically two sharks with legs and arms in the Transformers. One's a Seacon and one's a Terracon. And now you got this guy who's an Infurnicon. Whatever. So to transform him, what you want to do to start with is you want to separate this, fold it out like that. And you want to detach these like this. You want to take this entire section and move it back. Move that up with it, and these pegs here will go into these peg holes. And you flip up the head. And you take these and you fold them all the way around until it clicks into place. And then you move these arms and move them up like that. Same with this guy, I want to move it so it clicks into place. And then move this around like that. And then you move the arms down, like that. There he is in his robot mode. Oh, I'm getting low on charge again. I should have waited a bit longer. So next thing you want to do to transform him into his limb mode, move the head down. You don't have to necessarily do this, but I'm going to split it like that because it makes it so much easier to transform it, to attach it even. So next thing you want to do is really simple. You just basically flip out the arms. And mine's broken a little bit, so it doesn't really stay tabbed together properly. But that's supposed to tab into place. And then you just take this guy, and then you just plug that into there. So there you go. And then fold it back up and plug it into place. And then you want to move these arms back like that. Yeah. And there's Infurnicuse in his robot mode. I will raise up my tripod, probably charge my phone a bit more as well, and then we'll get back to this. Okay, so I'm back, and this is going to take absolutely forever to edit, but whatever. Here he is. I've raised my tripod a bit. Still really difficult to see, but whatever. So you can see he's got like, he's got his cool horns and everything, and he looks pretty cool, just overall. A bit difficult to stand up on this surface, whatever. He's got like his big claw arm here, and his skinny arm there. You can take the sword and put it into this hand, this like beak hand, I guess. Like that. Looks pretty cool. One thing that I actually used to do with this guy is I used to fold up these legs kind of like up on the back, kind of like that. And then I'd take this arm, or this dragon head, and I'd kind of move it around. And if this will, oh crap, if this will work properly, I used to like put it up on the back of him, and then he'd have, and then I'd kind of raise this arm up a bit. And then you'd have two kind of regular arms, instead of like one big claw arm. Because I used to not like the claw arm, but I've grown to like the claw arm now. That's just like an extra thing you can do. And because these clips are broken down the bottom, that likes to split open a lot. So yeah, I think it looks pretty cool as well, like next to, compared with Quintessa, which you can kind of put on his shoulder or whatever. I've got a little stand for her here, so you can see her next to him. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And this video is now going to take absolutely forever to edit. I think I told you this before, but I tried to edit together this like 15-minute video and this 4-minute video. It took an hour to import the videos, an hour to combine the videos, an hour to save the video, and an hour to upload the video. So, who knows how long it's going to take to edit together these 3 videos. But they're mainly quite short, so hopefully it won't take too long. So yeah, I think that's about it for this guy. Remember, I've already uploaded a video about it, but Q&A tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully it's not today when you're seeing this video. But that's it. So guess that's Salut BC out.